Hello everyone, Priyadarshan here, your host, your quiz master. Welcome, a very good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining in and wish you all a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Sorry for the late wishes. Um, but since I've just traveled back, so I'm kind of stuck in my house. I'm sort of self quarantined, so I'm not stepping out, so I haven't been able to enjoy the festivities. And but the fun should never stop. So here I am with five more questions and five answers for yesterday's questions. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. So our first question for yesterday. It is said that this term was coined by Robert Clive. It is native to the waters between Mumbai and Kutch in the Arabian Sea, and a small number are also found in the Bay of Bengal. Which is this word that we are talking about? The answer is very simple. Now, obviously, the three places that I mentioned all are ports. So, the answer for this is the Bombay duck. Bombay duck was the term that we were looking for. Now, moving on to our second question for yesterday. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the only president to visit this place. Goldfinger, the movie Goldfinger in the year 1964, had certain shots which were taken at this location. And 23,000 soldiers, family members, and civilians are the people who live here at the onset of the world. And during 1939, during the World War II, the original Magna Carta, England version, was taken here to protect it from the Blitzkrieg and was returned to England in 1947. Which place are we talking about? The answer is Fort Knox. So this is the secret place that we were talking about. Now moving on to our third question for yesterday. This logo image consists only of simple geometric shapes or text. It does not meet the threshold of originality needed for copyright protection and is therefore in the public domain. The peacock's head was then flipped to the right, as in it's looking forward and is moving forward and it's not looking into the past. So the colors were changed to 11 divisions, which were the news, sports, entertainment stations, network, and productions, and each had a color assigned to it. So, which logo were we talking about? The logo we are talking about is not the CNBC logo, rather, it's the NBC logo. So, I saw some of you guessed it as CNBC, but the actual answer is NBC. And now, NBC is known off late. If you want to know what NBC has done, NBC was the one which took over the rights of the famous show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and now they are the promoter for the show. So many of you might know NBC from there. Okay, moving on to our fourth question for yesterday. You all had seen an image of an actor and a video game character, and I had asked you to identify the game. The game was none other than Mortal Kombat. And I remember this game very well because while growing up, this was one of the most fun games to play. And now the updated versions are much cooler, but this is how and where it all started. And for our last question for yesterday, he was the only heavyweight champion who had finished his career undefeated. So the person that we were talking about was Rocky Marciano. He's the only boxer to ever go undefeated. And now for our five questions for today. So let's start them up. Question number one for today. Which entity in 1995 became the first Indian brand to export frozen vegetables to the US market? Now, this is a bit of a tricky question because the company may not necessarily be in the vegetable sector. That may not be their main sector of function. So think a little out of the box for this one. Moving on to our second question for today. If one would have invested INR 1 lakh on May 12, 2009 in this company, in about 10 years, he would have got 2.78 crores. A return of 27.751%. Which Indian entity are we talking about? So for all you business quizzers out there, I think this is one you should be able to crack pretty easily. Moving on to our third question for today. Located in the center of New Orleans Square, this club is a members-only dining experience consisting of the restaurant and the jazz lounge Les Salons Novium. It's also the place to serve alcohol in the California Park. The club was originally designed as a place for Walt Disney to entertain guests and business associates, but he died about 5 months before it was officially opened. The initiation fee is from $25,000 to $100,000 and $12,500 to $30,000 is the annual fee, depending upon the level of membership. Name this club that is a part of Disneyland. And now for our fourth question for today. This term has its own entry in the Oxford English Dictionary. Credit for the term has been claimed by several different people, including the lyricist, filmmaker, and scholar Amit Khanna. This overtook America as the largest producer. What term are we talking about? And now for our last question for today. Built by Franji Sidhwa, the first film to be aired at this theatre was the Laurel and Hardy's The Devil's Brother in 1933. As per the Limca Book of World Records, it is the first air-conditioned theatre in India. Which theatre are we talking about? So these were our 5 questions for today. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's 5 questions, the answers, and I'm really looking forward to your answers. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video, to the channel. And please leave your comments down below. I will be there again tomorrow with a new video and 5 new questions. So all the best for everyone for today's 5 questions, and I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, stay tuned, take care, stay safe. Good night.